Hello again everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Today we're revisiting the High Performance Group's H145 Helicopter with its latest early access release, the firefighting pack for the Helo. So very exciting to share my thoughts with you guys. Now of course it goes without saying, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe too. So we're currently at San Diego, wonderful land and VFR scenery for MSFS. And we're going to be doing a little firefighting run in this CAL FIRE livery. So, straight away what you want to go and do is find the mission page. Now you could also download a third program with this, so you'll have the H145 base pack, the H145 action pack, which includes this and the HEMS variant, and then also a scenario editor, which allows you to then basically fly a scenario, create and fly a scenario, which is quite cool. Map and everything works as you would expect, but what you want to go and do is actually find and select a mission inside the planner. So if you've created your scenario for whatever it may be, you can go ahead and click scenario editor, which will load via PC, or you can just select a preset landfill fire, which will be quite close to where you are. There we go. So the scenario is now loaded. It's up in the hills, just northish of San Diego. So we've got to head there. You'll notice there is on the icons at the very top, now we've shut the doors, there is a little water icon there, and that is because we've got a bambi bucket attached to the helicopter as well, which is going to give us our firefighting capability today. In the equipment page, you'll find various different options. You can enable emergency floats, certainly ideal if you're going to be landing on water or almost sort of floating near to water to fill up your bambi. And you can also add chin window plates and all that sort of thing too. We're going to leave the bambi installed, of course, we need it. And actually I'm going to enable the ELT too. So with a couple of those tweaks, you can now see the ELT behind the bottom base door, and then also the floats attached. Now those of you who follow the channel will know I'm not the best at flying these, but I will give it a go. And actually we're just going to deploy straight to it. We're not going to muck about. There is a large fire to go and fight. First things first, we've got the bambi bucket. We need to fill that up, of course, and we need a body of water to do that. So we're going to use the bay right off the edge of San Diego. And we're going to use that to fill up the water because the rest is heading into land. Unless there's a lake nearby, we're going to need some water to assist us. Let's use a big body of water. Makes things a bit easier for us. So what we'll do is go to a hover mode near to the USS Midway. We've got the bambi bucket attached. And then you just want to basically lower the helicopter into the water. And then slowly bring it back up again. Look at that. Pretty cool. At that point, I mean, unless you're a pro hoverer, what you can do is remove the hover mode and you can start to move around and away. Bearing in mind you're going to be heavier now, you've got a lot of water on board the helicopter. This is where an eye tracker would be really good for this sort of thing. But we're going to bust through the airspace and go straight towards the fire itself. Not sure what to expect when we get there. Never done this before, never tried it before. This is kind of a first look, if you like, at the new firefighting pack. And when we are hovering over it or flying over the smoke, the fire, whatever we're about to find, we're going to use that dump bucket feature, and it's going to release all the water, and then we're going to have to ferry back to and from whatever water source you're using within the mission packs. Certainly by a long stretch the most advanced helicopter in the sim at the moment. And what we're doing on the way, we're looking for other pieces of water that we could use to help fill this bucket up. Rivers aren't necessarily going to be particularly useful to us, but large lakes, dams, reservoirs, that sort of thing in the vicinity, we use the map to assist us if we want to. And if you've got the GTN down here equipped, that's really helpful because it gives you a great idea of different features that you can use. So we're heading into here somewhere. There is a lake actually just north of that, which is going to be probably quite useful to us if we need to do an extra run. So forward thinking and all that sort of thing, but it's in the hills. Okay, now we're getting our first glimpse of the fire up ahead of us. We can see it shining away. Beautiful scenery all around us here to the edge of San Diego. We've passed a body of water already. Using the GTN, we know that we've got a larger lake further ahead of us as well that we can use if we need to, so that's something we can consider. And there's other different bits of water reflecting on the ground as we're en route here. There's the fire, fairly large. Question is, will one bucket do? Who knows? Electricity pylons down below. There's some hazards that we need to be conscious of, and in fact it goes straight over the site here that we're going to be using, so that does make things a little tricky. Certainly don't want to catch the water against those. I guess if you're doing this for real, you'd probably have to consider all of that. And awesome, we're into a little quarry here. How cool. There's the fire. We want to try and bring our speed down. Okay, so here, I'm kind of using hover mode to make a point really more than anything else. You could in theory just fly over it, maintains a certain airspeed and altitude, and then release or dump the water bucket as you head over the fire itself. But I wanted to kind of hover over it, show you guys the event itself, or the mission if you like, but also how it all seems to work when you put it into action, which is quite cool. So we're using hover mode. It's there to help us, which is certainly something welcome when dealing with stuff like this. We're going to use the hover mode to get us into a nice position and then dump the water. So into the EFB, we're in hover mode. As you can see, you can kind of pull back a little bit in pitch mode to make it move rearwards slightly, and that's going to fight with hover mode somewhat. But when you're happy and you're in the right position and you can kind of see the flames down below, you can just go ahead and click dump bucket. And there it is. You can see it all ditching down below there. And it's not actually done much, but it has lightened the aircraft significantly. So what we can now do is come out of hover mode. We're a lot lighter. We don't need to change the engine output for the rotors or anything like that for the helicopter. What we can do is we can head back to a lake for more water, or back to base if we've put it out. And at the end of the mission, you get a bit of a tick to tell you you've put the fire out and a score. If you want to create a new one, you can go ahead and click a new one. So it cleans up the old mission and starts one new. There we go, there's one nice and close. And in fact, there's a lake nearby. So let's zoom on in, see what we've got. It's unlikely there's lakes down there. Let's collect water en route, keep it nice and efficient. This time I want to show you guys what it does from the inside. So, lowering yourself down towards this body of water. You've got to remember that the bucket is down below us. So actually, we don't need to touch the skis against the edge of the helicopter. We just want to hold the helo almost near the body of water so that the bucket is submerged. And then watch on the EFB what happens to the little water icon. There we go, so that's now showing it's full, and instantly the helicopter's become a lot heavier, so we're needing more power to climb away. We'll get the bucket of water out first, then we're going to add power to the helicopter. We can come off hold mode, start the turn, and head up and away nice and carefully and gently to mission 2 of 2. And again, we've just got dump bucket there as an option for when we reach the next target. So then, we're in hover mode. We're over the target quite nicely, a good position, and we're going to press the dump bucket button there. And don't forget, as we are dropping quite a few kilograms of water out of the bucket, we're going to become significantly lighter. So with this same power setting, we'll start to quickly climb away, and if we've achieved what we're here to achieve, the fire will be extinguished, and then we'll get a score on the EFB. So out it comes. And there goes the fire. Happy days. And there you have it, the High Performance Group's H145 expansion, the action pack, which now includes the firefighting feature too. Quite unique, very cool. Nice to certainly give a go, and for those of you who love heliops, this is a great new addition to your hangar. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments below as well, of course. And I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.